pardon, Priestess, but you've been staring out across Ashenvale for hours.
I sense something dark stirring within the forest, Chandris. It feels as if it's heading this way.
The greenskins who killed Cenarius?
Perhaps. Perhaps something more.
Put your backs into it. Jaina and the Orc War Chief expect this base to be built swiftly.
We shouldn't even be here, or siding with the Orcs.
We're here to hunt the remaining demons, human. You're lucky our goals are the same.
All right, you men. Mind your business. Back to work.
So, these orcs and humans presume to run rampant through our lands? They will regret ever stepping foot into Ashenvale. We will establish a base and deal with these outlanders as they deserve. The goddess calls. The Tree of Life is the heart of our Night Elf villages. Use the tree's ability to entangle the gold mine. After entangling the mine, send wisps in to extract gold. Someone threatens the... Wisps are friendly spirits that harvest gold and lumber for our villages. They also create the structures that allow us to train more warriors. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. By Elune.
I stand ready.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately.
We are preparing to leave this place, Priestess. There is a terrible evil corrupting these lands, and I will not allow it to consume my people. Unfortunately, we cannot leave until the rest of our tribe has been accounted for.
Do not fear, Old One. I will find your tribesmen and lead them back to you.
Thank you, Priestess. We will reward you when you return.
So be it. I heed the voice of Elune.
I await your command. Absolutely.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds?
Create more
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. In the name of Cenarius! Immediately. The moon wells are the source of our nourishment and strength. You can build additional moon wells to nourish more troops. As the goddess wills.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
To train more troops, construct an ancient of war.
Thing is complete.
Ashrathoraman. So be it.
Waiting on you.
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune.
Let's get going.
The goddess calls. By Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. Immediately. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. Immediately.
Your move.
Your building is
Point the
complete.
way.
I'm listening.
On your mark. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. So be it.
Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. Hinduli Refa. Ashrathoraman.
I stand ready.
Anudora.
Your
I heed
move.
the voice of Elune.
Insufficient gold.
The goddess calls.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold.
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
Your
Immediately.
building is complete.
By Elune. As the goddess wills. As the goddess wills.
I stand ready. Waiting
Someone
on you.
threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. So be it.
To us!
We can't build there.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Point the way.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild.
On your mark. Insufficient gold.
The goddess calls. By Elune. Immediately. Immediately. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. Ashrathoraman.
I stand ready.
Your building is complete. Your building
Someone
is
threatens
complete.
the wilds. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
Your building is complete.
The goddess calls.
I'm listening.
I heed the voice of Elune.
On your mark.
Someone threatens the wilds.
I await your command.
Your move.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. For Kalimdor. In the name of Cenarius. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess
Our
calls.
sacred grove is being desecrated. Insufficient
Ashrathoraman.
gold.
I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. Someone threatens the wilds.
Let's get going.
Waiting on you.
The
I
goddess
stand
calls.
ready. Point the way.
I heed the voice of Elune.
On your mark.
Let's get going.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
Waiting on you. I stand ready. Point the way.
The
Our
goddess
warriors
calls.
have engaged the enemy.
By Elune.
I stand ready.
I heed the voice of Elune.
I'm listening. No problem.
The goddess calls. So be it.
Waiting on you. I stand ready. Point the way.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman.
We can't build there.
I stand ready.
The goddess calls. As the goddess wills.
Your building is complete.
Your
Can't
building
build
is
there.
complete. I heed the voice of Elune.
I stand ready.
Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds.
Insufficient gold.
Someone
I
threatens
stand
the
ready.
wilds. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
Your building is complete.
The
I
goddess
stand
calls.
ready. I stand ready.
I heed the voice of Elune.
I stand ready. I stand ready.
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately, the goddess calls. By Elune.
Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman.
I stand ready.
Your
I heed the
building
voice
is
of
complete.
Elune.
Your move.
Ashrathoraman.
On your mark. Fair
Someone
enough.
threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Waiting on you.
Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Your
Point the
building
way.
is complete.
Our warriors have
goddess
engaged
calls.
the enemy.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune.
Your move.
The goddess calls.
Waiting on you.
Ashrathoraman. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. I
Point the
heed the
way.
voice of
Too
Elune.
easy.
Waiting on you.
I heed the voice
Your
of
building
Elune.
On
is
your mark.
complete.
Done.
The goddess
Your
calls.
move.
Someone threatens
Our
the
gold
wild.
mine is running low.
Ashra Thoraman.
On your mark.
Ashra
Our
Thoraman.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wild.
I stand ready.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice
Your
of Elune.
move.
As the goddess wills.
Waiting on you.
Someone threatens the wild.
Done.
Ashra Thoraman.
I stand ready. On your mark.
I heed the
Your
voice of
move.
Elune.
Point
The
the
goddess
way.
calls.
Fair enough.
The goddess
Waiting
calls.
on you. Point the way.
Someone threatens the wild.
On your mark.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Waiting
Ashra
on you.
Thoraman.
I stand ready. Your move.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Point the way.
Our
Ashra
warriors
Thoraman.
have engaged the
On
enemy.
your mark.
Someone threatens the wild.
Waiting on
The
you.
goddess calls.
On your mark.
Your building
One
is complete.
shot. One kill.
Ashra Thoraman. Someone threatens the
Waiting on
wild.
you.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Your move.
The goddess
Point
calls.
the way.
Someone threatens the wild. Okalamdor.
On your mark.
Ashra Thoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Point the way.
Someone threatens the wild.
Your move.
Ashra Thoraman. The goddess calls.
Waiting on you.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashra
Waiting
Thoraman.
on you.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Point the way. All too easy.
The goddess calls. So be it. Someone threatens the wild.
On your mark.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
By Elune. Immediately.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
By Elune. Ashra
Our
Thoraman.
sacred
Many
grove.
thanks, priestess. Now we can evacuate the village. Please accept the aid of our champion. He will protect your life with his own.
Your offer is a generous one. May Elune light your path to safety. Ashra Thoraman. Someone threatens the wild.
On your mark. Your move.
I heed the voice of
Point
Elune.
the
Our
way.
gold mine is running low.
The goddess calls.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman.
Point the way. Done.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Waiting on you.
The goddess calls.
Your move.
Ashrathoraman.
On your mark. All too easy.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Waiting on you. Say no more.
I await your command. Excellent. Let's get going.
Someone threatens the wild.
Point the way. I stand ready.
Insufficient gold.
The goddess. Bandu Soribas mortals. You will pay for defiling these lands. Someone threatens the wild.
I'm listening.
I stand ready. On your mark.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I stand ready.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
Elune given strength.
It's the undead! Defend yourselves!
They must have followed us from Lordaeron.
Elune, save us. The dead advance in waves.
We are no match for a force this fast. Quickly, my sisters, back to the trees.
The undead are tireless. There's no way to outrun them.
You see, Lord Archimond, we need not fear the Night Elves. The Scourge can...
Archimond, after 10,000 years, how is it possible?
The Legion has returned to consume this world, woman. And this time, your troublesome race will not stop us.
Fools! You let her slip away! Find her, damn you!
Find her and kill her.
The day we have long feared has finally come. The Burning Legion has returned. I must cross the river and warn the rest of my sisters before all is lost. So be it. As the goddess wills.
These damn night elves cannot escape us. Lord Akamon wants them found.
Immediately. As the goddess wills. I must avoid being seen. By Elun. So be it. By Elun. Immediately. As the goddess wills. So be it. By Elun. So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills. So be it. By Elun. Immediately. As the goddess wills. As the goddess wills.
Anudora!
So be it. Immediately. By Elun. The goddess calls. By Elun.
In the name of Cenarius!
So be it.
O Kalimdor!
Ashrathorama. As the goddess wills. Immediately. By Elun. So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. By Elun. Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elun.
Induli Refad. In the name of Cenarius!
As the goddess wills.
Anudora!
So be it. Immediately. By Elun. Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elun. So be it. So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elun. Immediately. By Elun. So be it.
Our allies' town
Kalimdor.
needs help.
As the goddess wills.
Alunadore, priestess. We are yours to command. Waiting on you.
I heed the voice of Elun. The goddess calls. So be it.
In the name of Cenarius!
Immediately.
Anudora. Induliretha. In the name of Cenarius.
By Elun.
On your mark. Fair enough. Your move. Point the way. All too easy.
Ashrathoraman.
Waiting on you.
Someone threatens the wild. Foul humans. You cannot evade the goddess's wrath. Ashrathoraman. Clearly the humans have no love for the undead, but I dare not trust them. As the goddess wills, so be it.
Anudora. Okalamdor.
I heed the voice of Elun. By Elun. The goddess calls.
Okalamdor.
Someone threatens the wilds? Immediately.
Take your time. Look around.
Those orcs appear to be guarding some magical treasure. It might prove useful to me. By Elun. So be it. Someone threatens the wild?
On your mark.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. Immediately. I heed the voice of Elun. I heed the voice of Elun. Someone threatens the wild? So be it. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild? By Elun. The goddess calls.
Anudora.
Immediately. So be it.
In the name of Cenarius. Anudora.
Ashrathoraman.
Okalamdor.
On your mark. Done.
I heed the voice of Elun.
In the name of Cenarius.
Your move. Point the way. Waiting on you.
The goddess calls.
Induliretha. Anudora. In the name of Cenarius.
Point the way. I'll give it a shot.
Someone threatens the wild?
Your move.
I heed the voice of Elun. As the goddess wills. By Elun. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elun. The goddess calls. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. So be it. Someone threatens the wild.
Inventory is full.
So be it. Ashrathoraman. Immediately. By Elun. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls.
Alun Adore, priestess. Be wary. The Doomguards command shades that can see us, even when we meld with the shadows. We'd best stay away from them.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. So be it. By Elune. As the goddess wills.
Inventory is full.
By Elune.
In position.
The goddess calls. Immediately. So be it. Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune. Okalamdor. By Elune.
Silly night elf. You cannot hide from us.
Okalamdor. By Elune. As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. So be it.
Make it fast. Speak your mind. I am sworn to avenge. I walk in shadow. I shall not fear. Standing guard.
The goddess calls.
Your shadow powers will not hide you from our sight.
So be it. I heed the voice of Elune.
Make it fast.
Ashrathoraman. By Elune.
Standing guard.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Ambush! Run for your lives! We'll regroup in the clearing ahead!
Speak your mind. Absolutely.
I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills.
I am sworn to avenge.
The goddess calls.
On your mark.
I must reach the river before the dawn breaks. I cannot remain hidden during the day. Ashrathoraman. Immediately. So be it. Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills.
Fondu doth Galore.
Ishnu Allah, sisters. It is I, Tyrande. Immediately. By Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. Immediately.
In position. Catch.
On your mark. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild.
Make it fast. Standing guard.
I heed the voice of Elune.
In the name of Cenarius.
Ashrathoraman.
I am sworn to avenge. As the goddess wills.
Someone threatens the wilds.
In position.
Ashrathoraman. Point away. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. Immediately. By Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. These abandoned ballistas will help me break through the undead fortifications. Calls. Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. The dawn has come. I can no longer rely upon Elune's power to keep me hidden. Ashrathoraman. So be it. Someone threatens the wild. So be it.
Speak your mind.
The goddess calls. Immediately. Waiting on you.
Standing guard.
I heed the voice of Elune.
I am sworn to avenge.
I heed the voice of Elune.
My wait is over. I walk in shadow.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
Speak your mind.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Make it fast. In position. I shall not fear.
On your mark.
Speak your mind. I am sworn to avenge.
Point the way.
Make it fast.
Point
the way. Say no more. You will move. All too easy.
Asher Thoraman.
Waiting on you.
Our warriors have
On your
engaged
mark.
the enemy.
Someone threatens the wilds. Asher Thoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild. Asher Thoraman. By Elune. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Asher Thoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. Asher Thoraman. The goddess calls. So be it. Anudora! Indulirafa. Anudora! The goddess calls. Okalamdor! I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. Asher Thoraman.
Standing guard.
Someone threatens the wild. Asher Thoraman. By Elune. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. Asher Thoraman. Asher Thoraman. The goddess calls. Immediately.
Walk away.
Someone threatens the wild.
Waiting on you.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
In position. My weight is over.
Asher Thoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. Asher Thoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
In the name of Cenarius!
Asher Thoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills, the goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of a loon. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of a loon. The goddess calls.
Tyrande, praise Elune you've made it. The undead appeared out of nowhere and attacked our village without warning.
Ishnudaldieb Chandris, we have a greater problem. The undead were sent here by the Burning Legion, our ancient enemies of old. Against such might, we have only one option. We must awaken the druids. With Cenarius dead, it falls to us to awaken the druids. We must recover the demigod's horn from the sacred Moonglade Isle. Only its clarion call can awaken the druids from their slumber.
But, Priestess, the orcs have established a crude settlement upon the Isle. We'll need to fight our way through them to reach Cenarius' horn.
Priestess Tyrande, thank Elune we found you. The undead are advancing upon the nearby barrow dens. The dens seem abandoned, but
there is one druid sleeping within them, sister. He is the wisest and most powerful of all the druids. He must be warned that the Legion has returned.
Then we'd better hurry. If the undead overtake his den before he's awakened...
Let us make haste, my sisters.
Insufficient gold.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Insufficient gold.
As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds? So be it.
What is nature's call?
Ashrathoraman.
In position.
Are we being invaded?
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds?
Insufficient gold.
I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately.
Strike fast! Ensnare them all before they regroup.
By Elune.
Standing guard.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
Is there trouble? I am sworn.
What is nature's call?
Like mine, as the goddess wills. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Research finished.
Ashrathoraman. So be it. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The goddess calls.
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold.
Ashrathoraman. So be it.
Anudora.
By Elune. The goddess calls.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Insufficient gold.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Inventory is full.
The goddess calls. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
Can I help you?
I heed the
Your
voice
building
of Elune,
is complete.
as the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds? Immediately. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune.
Moktarogar! A warchief thrall!
Absolutely. Your building is complete.
The goddess calls. As the goddess wills.
Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman. By Elune. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Someone
Your
threatens the
building
wild.
is complete.
I heed the voice of Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman.
In position.
I heed the voice of
I
Elune.
stand ready.
Make it fast.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild.
Goddess, light my path. Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Goddess, light my path.
I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. The
Research
goddess
finished.
calls.
Insufficient gold.
Someone threatens the wilds? Immediately. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds? I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold. Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune.
Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman. Okalamdor.
Mutarogar! For what she throw!
I heed the voice of Elune.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wilds. As
Your
the goddess
building is
wills.
complete.
Ashrathoraman.
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold.
The goddess calls.
Goddess, light my path.
Someone threatens the wilds. The
Your
goddess
building
calls.
is your
Complete.
building is complete.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman.
Your building is complete.
I stand ready.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
Your building is complete. Research finished.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. So be it. So be it.
Speak your mind.
The goddess calls.
Standing guard.
I heed the voice of the wind. Someone threatens the wild.
Your building is complete.
The goddess calls.
I am sworn with your wound.
I heed the voice of the wind.
Research finished. Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Upgrade finished.
Thoraman. The goddess calls, as the goddess wills. Immediately.
Goddess, light my path.
Are we being invaded? Is there trouble?
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. The goddess calls. Immediately. More
Our
lumber
warriors
is
have
required.
engaged the enemy. Insufficient gold.
Someone threatens the wild.
In the name of Cenarius.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Your building is complete.
So be it. Thoraman. Thoraman. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wild.
Priestess, the undead draw near the Barrow Den. Shando Stormrage will be defenseless.
The goddess calls. Thoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
Insufficient gold. May not
Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. Thoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
These elves are stronger than we thought.
Someone threatens the wild. By Elune. The goddess calls.
Research finished.
Thoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
I stand
In
ready.
position. Research
The
finished.
goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
Hi! Making trails.
Someone threatens the wild.
I stand ready.
Thoraman. Thoraman.
Goddess, light my path.
I stand
Insufficient
ready.
gold.
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. The goddess calls.
What is nature's call?
I stand
Someone
ready.
threatens the wild.
Okalamdor.
Research finished. Goddess, light my path.
Is there
As
trouble?
the goddess wills.
Thoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
I stand ready. I stand ready.
Thoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls.
I
The
stand
goddess
ready.
calls. Someone threatens the wild.
Your building is complete.
I heed the
Your
voice of
building
Elune.
is complete.
Thoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
Your building is complete.
In the name of Cenarius.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds.
Priestess, the undead have nearly reached the Barrow Den. You must hurry and recover the horn.
Gold. Make it fast. Goddess, light my path.
The goddess calls.
Standing guard.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Your
So
building
be it.
is
Threatens the
complete. Our
wilds.
warriors have engaged the enemy. Our gold mine is running
As the
low.
goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. By Elun.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elun.
Insufficient
I
gold.
heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman. Immediately. The goddess calls.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elun.
Goddess, light my
Ashrathoraman.
path.
Someone threatens the
I am
wilds.
sworn to avenge.
The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. By Elun.
Feel
Someone
nature's
threatens the
wrath.
wilds. The goddess calls.
I stand ready.
Ashrathoraman.
Speak your mind.
I heed the voice of Elun. I
Insufficient
heed the
gold.
voice of Elun. Someone threatens the wild.
Standing guard.
Ashrathoraman.
I
The
stand ready.
goddess calls.
Insufficient gold. In position.
Ashrathoraman.
None shall harm the
So be it.
wilds.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elun.
I stand
Someone
ready.
threatens the wild.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elun. Someone threatens the wild.
Priestess, the
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
Speak your mind. Your building is complete.
Someone
Our
threatens the
gold mine
wild.
is running low. Insufficient gold.
I heed the voice of Elun.
Ah,
By
the great
Elun.
outdoors.
Ashrathoraman.
What is nature's call?
Ashrathoraman. Immediately. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls.
I stand ready.
Threatens the wilds.
Immediately.
Are we being
I heed the
invaded?
voice of Elun.
I'm game.
Someone threatens the wild.
I am sworn to avenge. Insufficient gold.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elun. Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice
Make
of
it
Elun.
fast.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Feel
goddess
nature's
calls.
wrath.
So be it. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
For the trees. Gladly.
I heed the voice of Elun. Someone
Insufficient
threatens the
gold.
wilds. By
What is
Elun.
nature's call?
None shall harm the
Ah,
wilds.
the great
So
outdoors.
be it. Ashrathoraman.
Are we being invaded?
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls.
Goddess, light my
The
is there
goddess
trouble?
calls. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune.
Priestess, the undead have surged forward.
With Cenarius dead, I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. Immediately,
What is nature's call?
as the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
Anudora!
Strike fast! Ensnare them all before they regroup.
Ashrathoraman.
Standing guard.
Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately, the goddess calls.
Insufficient gold.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
Your building is
Insufficient
complete.
gold.
Insufficient gold. Research finished.
Ashrathoraman.
Moktarogar! For what sheep thrall!
Your building is
Insufficient
complete. Your building is complete. Research finished.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds.
Insufficient gold.
I stand ready.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
Your building is complete.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wild. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls.
Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman.
Point away.
I heed the voice.
Your building is complete.
Hi!
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. Ashrathoraman. The goddess
Your
calls.
building
Make
is
it
complete.
fast.
Insufficient gold.
Ashrathoraman.
I was sworn to avenge.
Someone threatens the wild. I hear the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Your building is complete.
Is the goddess like my path? I'm game. Making trails.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman.
Goddess, light my path.
Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman.
Goddess,
I
light
heed the
my
voice of
path.
Elune.
Truth may not be.
Someone threatens the wild. Okalandor.
Goddess, light my path.
I stand ready.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
Your
Speak
building
your
is
mind.
complete.
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. The
I
goddess
stand
calls.
ready.
So be it, as the goddess wills.
Goddess, light my path.
Ashrathoraman.
Insufficient gold.
I stand ready.
Standing guard.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Our warriors have engaged the
Someone
enemy.
threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
Priestess, the undead draw near the Barrow Den. Shando Stormrage will be defenseless.
The goddess calls. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild.
These elves are stronger than we thought.
In the name of Cenarius.
I heed the voice of the wind. Someone threatens the wild. Your building is complete.
I stand ready.
Ashatoraman. The goddess calls.
I stand ready.
Ashatoraman. So be it. I heed the voice of the wind.
Our warriors have engaged the insufficient
Someone threatens
gold.
the wild. Ashatoraman. The goddess calls. By Elune.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashatoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild.
I stand ready.
The goddess calls.
Trill
The
cannot
goddess
be
calls.
there.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild.
Inventory
I stand
upgrade
ready.
finished. Your building is complete.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
Goddess, light my
By
path.
Elune.
Research finished. Insufficient gold.
Someone threatens the wild.
I stand ready. I stand ready.
The goddess calls.
On your mark.
Ashrathoraman.
Anudora.
As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune.
Research finished.
Feel nature's wrath.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild.
Goddess, light my path.
Priestess, the undead have nearly reached the Barrow Den. You must hurry and recover the horn.
The enemy. Insufficient gold.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the
Our
wild.
gold mine is running
In
low.
The
position.
goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
None
The
shall
goddess
harm the
calls.
wilds.
I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. Ashrathoraman.
In the name of Cenarius.
Goddess, light my path.
The goddess calls.
I swore with revenge.
Speak your mind.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild. Someone threatens the wild.
I stand ready.
Immediately,
I stand ready.
the goddess calls. So be it. By Elune. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. At last, the Horn of Cenarius.
The horn has sounded, and I have come, as promised. I smell the stench of decay and corruption in our land. That angers me greatly. Come forth, you defenders of old. Crush these invaders, as you did in ages past. It has been 1,000 years since I last looked upon you, Tyrande. I thought of you every moment I roamed through the Emerald Dream.
My heart rejoices to see you again, my love. But I would not have awakened you unless the need was urgent.
In the dream, I felt our land being corrupted, just as if it were my own body. You were right to awaken me.
The Burning Legion has returned. Cenarius is dead, and outlanders roam freely through our most sacred vales.
As was foretold. No doubt Archimonde will make his way to Hyjal Summit and attack the World Tree. If he succeeds in draining the tree's energies, this world will be doomed.
My only thought was to awaken you and the rest of the Druids. The Druids of the Talon reside within the Barrow Dens at the end of this valley. If we can reach them, we may have a chance to stop Archimonde and his demons.
That did it, boys! We've driven them off! Let's regroup back at the base and tend to our wounded.
So, the Outlanders battle against the undead as well. They could prove to be powerful allies against Archimonde and his ilk.
They are mongrels and nothing more. They are responsible for Cenarius' death. I will be damned before I stand with them.
Perhaps you are right, my love. We will establish our new settlement here. Keep your sentries alert. I doubt that we have seen the last of the Outlanders or the undead.
heed the voice of Elune.
What threatens
The
these
goddess
lands?
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds? Immediately. By Elune. As the goddess wills. So be it. Immediately. Immediately.
Insufficient gold may not
I heed the voice of Elune.
The land and I are one.
Someone threatens the wilds?
Waiting on you. On your mark.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. Induli Refa.
Something
The goddess
is
calls.
amiss.
Someone threatens the
is
wilds?
amiss. The land and I are one. What
I
threatens
heed
these
the voice of
lands?
Elune.
Your building is
The
complete.
goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Wait! I know those furbolgs. They escaped from Ashenvale when the corruption started to spread.
Perhaps they did not escape the corruption after all.
Someone threatens the
Has
wilds?
sleep dulled my senses?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The goddess calls. Elune. Ashrathoraman.
Point the way.
By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The goddess calls.
I've never seen the creature so aggressive before.
Then I will put an end to their curse. Undo Falador! So be it. Someone threatens the wilds? Our resources are depleting fast. We must find another gold mine and muster our forces. Only then will we be able to reach the Barrow Dens. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Someone threatens the wilds? I heed the voice of
Your
Elune.
building is complete.
Someone threatens the wild?
What threatens these lands?
Ashrathoraman.
Something is amiss. It shall be
The
done.
goddess
Our
calls.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
So be it. Anudora! Ashrathoraman.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds? I heed the voice of the wind.
The land and I are one. Torfala Nordora.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Your building
Someone
is
threatens
complete.
the wilds? Ashrathoraman.
I stand ready.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds? I heed the
Research
voice
finished.
of Elune.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Ah, the
The
great
goddess calls.
outdoors.
By Elune.
Something is amiss.
The goddess calls.
Our gold
I
mine
heed the
has
voice of
collapsed.
Elune.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wild. Ashra Thoraman.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Your
True,
building
not
is complete. Ashra Thoraman. Immediately. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills.
The land and I are one. Anudora.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills.
Are we being invaded?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Our warriors have engaged
Ashra
the enemy.
Thoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Our gold mine is running low.
I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately.
What threatens these lands?
Ashra Thoraman.
The land and I are
The
one.
great outdoors.
The goddess
Has
calls.
sleep dulled my senses?
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashra Thoraman. Someone threatens the wild.
Something is amiss.
Goddess, light my
The
path.
goddess calls. The goddess calls. So be it. By Elune. So be it.
We can't build there.
Ashra Thoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune.
What is nature's call?
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone
Hi.
threatens the wilds.
What is
I
nature's
stand
call?
ready.
Are we
The
being
goddess
invaded?
calls.
What threatens these lands? For
Someone
Kalimdor,
Is there
threatens the
trouble?
wilds. I heed the voice of Elune.
Hi! What is nature's call?
Ashra Thoraman.
what threatens these lands?
Standing guard. I shall not fear. Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
The goddess calls. The
Your
goddess
being
calls.
building is
invaded?
complete.
I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately.
Our sacred
Is there
grove is
trouble?
being desecrated.
On your mark.
Someone
What is
threatens
nature's
the
call?
wilds. The goddess calls.
Hi!
As the goddess wills.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
By
Are we
Elune.
being invaded?
I heed
Is
the
there
voice
trouble?
of Elune.
Hi!
Ashra Thoraman. Someone
Your
threatens
building
the
is
wilds.
complete.
Our
Our sacred mine has been desecrated.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice
Are we
of
being
Elune.
invaded? What is
Ashra
nature's
Thoraman.
call?
Goddess, light my path.
Someone
Our
threatens the
sacred
wilds.
grove is being desecrated.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens
The
the
land
wild.
and I are one. Ashtherodanador.
Trias
I
may
hear the
not
voice
root
of
there.
Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild. So be it. Wait! Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Immediately.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Fair enough. Went the way. Waiting on you.
Your
I heed the
building is
voice of
complete.
Elune.
Insufficient
The
gold.
goddess calls.
On your mark.
Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman.
Something is amiss.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. By
Our
Elune.
sacred grove is being desecrated.
Someone threatens the wild.
I've never seen the creature so aggressive before.
Then I will put an end to their curse. Undo Falador!
Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune.
Our gold mine is running low.
The goddess calls. So be it. Our resources are depleting fast. We must find another gold mine and muster our forces. Only then will we be able to reach the Barrow Dens. The wilds? The
Insufficient
goddess
gold.
calls. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. As the goddess wills.
I stand ready.
Ashrathoraman. Ashrathoraman. Immediately. Immediately.
There is danger ahead, priestess. You must proceed with caution.
By Elune. The goddess calls.
I stand
Your
ready.
building
Someone
is
threatens the
complete.
wilds. As the goddess wills.
The land and I are one.
Ashrathoraman.
On your
The
mark.
goddess calls.
Your building is complete.
I heed the voice of
I
Elune.
stand ready.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Research them.
Ashrathoraman.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wilds. So be it.
I stand
In the
ready.
name of Cenarius!
Has sleep dulled my
The goddess
senses?
calls.
Something is amiss.
I heed the voice of Elune.
What threatens these lands?
Ashrathoraman.
What threatens these lands? Anudora.
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Your move.
Ashrathoraman. By Elune.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
I heed the voice of Elune.
The land and I are one.
Our sacred
Kalimdor.
grove is being desecrated.
The goddess calls.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
Someone threatens the wild.
Research finished.
Something is amiss.
I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wild. So be it. Ashrathoraman. Immediately. The goddess calls. As the goddess
The land
wills.
and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses?
Someone threatens the wild. So be it. Ashrathoraman. By Elune.
Your building is complete.
Wait away. Say no more.
The goddess calls.
Something is amiss. It shall be
I heed
done.
the voice of Elune.
Walk away. Your move.
Someone threatens the wild.
Waiting on
You've changed, Tyrande. There is little mercy left in you.
Long ago I swore to protect this land. I never had the luxury of sleeping through times of great peril.
If your endless vigil has hardened you, my love, it must be part of your goddess's plan.
In the name of Cenarius.
The great
Your
outdoors.
building is complete.
Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls.
Insufficient.
Someone
Your
throws the
building
wire.
is complete.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune.
For Kalimdor.
As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
What threatens these lands?
Your
can't
building
build
is
there.
complete.
It shall be done. Ashtherodanador.
Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman.
I am sworn to avenge.
Someone
Our gold
threatens
mine
the
is
wild.
running low.
Anudora.
In position. Research finished.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep
I heed
dulled
the
my
voice of
senses?
Elune.
Our sacred grove is being
Someone
desecrated.
threatens the wild. Immediately. The goddess calls.
Speak your name.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
The great outdoors.
The goddess calls. Immediately.
Is there trouble?
I heed the voice
Are we
of
being
Elune.
invaded?
Someone threatens the wild.
Hi!
Research finished. Our sacred
Ashrathoraman.
grove is being
By
desecrated.
Elune. I heed the voice of Elune.
What is nature's call?
The goddess calls. Someone
there
threatens
trouble?
the wilds.
Are we being
Ashrathoraman.
invaded? Hi!
Someone
What is
threatens the
nature's call?
wilds. I heed
Is
the
there
voice
trouble?
of Elune.
Are we
Ashrathoraman.
being invaded?
The goddess calls.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
The goddess calls. Someone
What is
threatens the
nature's
wilds.
call? For the trees.
Ashrathoraman.
Is
So
there
be it.
trouble?
I heed the voice
Are we
of
being
Elune.
invaded? Hi!
What threatens these lands?
Is there
Ashrathoraman.
trouble? Ah, the great outdoors. What is
I
nature's
heed
call?
the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild.
Something is amiss.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
I heed the voice of Elune.
The land and I are one.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Someone sees the wild.
As sleep dulled my senses. Anudora.
Ashrathoraman.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Someone threatens the wild. Hinduli Retha. I heed the voice of Elune.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Threatens these lands.
Our sacred grove is
The
being
goddess
desecrated.
Ashrathoraman. Ashrathoraman.
Ah, the great outdoors.
One.
Our sacred
I
grove is
heed
being
the voice of
desecrated.
Elune. Someone threatens the wild.
Something is amiss.
The goddess calls. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild.
In
Our
the name
sacred
of
grove is
Cenarius.
being desecrated. Our
Anudora.
warriors have engaged
As
the
sleep
enemy.
dulled my senses.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
Our sacred grove is being
Someone
desecrated.
threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman.
The land and I are one.
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the
Our
voice
sacred
of
grove
Elune.
is being desecrated.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune, as the goddess wills.
Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. The goddess calls.
Be careful, priestess. These woods are overrun by the dead. The grove is being desecrated.
I heed
there
the voice
trouble?
of Elune.
I stand
The
ready.
goddess
Our
calls.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone
What
threatens
is
the
nature's
wild.
call?
What threatens these lands?
What is nature's call? Hi!
Something is amiss.
Is there trouble?
The land and I are one.
Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. I heed the
Are
voice.
we being invaded? Are we
Ashra
being invaded?
I heed the voice.
What is
of
nature's
Elune.
call?
Someone threatens the wild.
Is there trouble?
The goddess
Hi.
calls.
Are
Immediately.
we being invaded?
I heed the voice of Elune.
What is nature's call?
In position.
I stand ready.
Ashra
My
Thorna.
wait is over. Our warriors have
Something
engaged the
is
enemy.
The
amiss.
goddess calls.
Is there trouble?
As
is
the
there
goddess
trouble?
wills.
Hi!
Someone threatens
Are
the
we being
wild.
invaded?
The goddess
What is nature's
calls.
call?
Ashra Thorna.
Is there trouble?
I heed
What
the
is
voice
nature's
of Elune.
call?
So be it.
Our
Someone
warriors have
threatens the
engaged
wild.
the enemy.
Gladly.
Ashra Thorna. The goddess
Hi.
calls.
What is nature's call?
Has sleep dulled my
I
senses?
stand ready.
I heed the
Is there
voice
trouble?
of Elune. Someone threatens the wild.
Hi!
Someone
we being
threatens the
invaded?
wild.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Research finished.
The goddess calls. So
What is
be it.
nature's call?
Okalamdor. I heed the voice
Is there
of
trouble?
Elune.
It threatens these lands.
Our sacred
Ashra
grove is
Thorna.
being
Dulled my
desecrated.
senses.
The goddess
Are we
calls.
being invaded?
The land and I are one.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Our
Someone
sacred
threatens the
grove
wild.
is being desecrated. Our warriors
heed
have
the
What is
voice.
engaged.
nature's call?
Our gold mine has collapsed.
Point the way.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Ashra Thorna.
On your mark. Say no more.
Ashra
Is there
Thorna.
trouble?
Waiting on you.
The
Are we
goddess
being
calls.
invaded?
Our warriors have engaged
Someone
the enemy.
threatens the wild.
Are we being invaded?
I heed the voice
Hi.
of Elune. I
For
heed
the
the voice of
trees.
Elune. Someone
there
threatens
trouble?
the wilds.
Our sacred grove is being
warriors have
desecrated.
engaged
The
the
enemy.
What is nature's call?
The goddess calls. Immediately.
Is there trouble?
Someone
Hi.
threatens the wilds.
Something
Our
is
sacred
amiss.
grove is being desecrated.
It shall be done.
The goddess
Are we being
calls.
invaded?
Ashra Thorna. I heed the
What
voice
is nature's
of Elune.
call? Hi! Gladly.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Ashra Thorna. I heed the voice of Elune.
In the name of Thanarius. Okalamdor.
Someone
Our
threatens the
warriors
wild.
have engaged the enemy. Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
The goddess calls.
It threatens these lands.
Ashra Thorna. The goddess calls. Hopefully the land will heal itself of this cursed blight. We should get moving. The Barrow Dens lie within the valley just ahead of us. As the goddess wills.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
On your mark. Point the way.
No! The outpost has been corrupted, and the Treants have been driven mad. They do not deserve this cruel fate.
Come no further, weakling. Lord Tichondrius commanded us to kill anyone attempting to enter this place, and we shall.
Pathetic wretches. It pains me that you once called yourselves night elves.
Our sacred grove
Someone
is being
on your mark.
desecrated.
The goddess calls.
Something is
I hear
amiss.
the voice of Elune.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess
Point the way.
calls.
Waiting
I
on
heed
you.
the voice of Elune.
On your mark.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Threatens these lands.
Ashtherodalabo.
Ashrathora.
The way.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. By Elune. By
On your
Elune.
mark.
Ashrathorama.
Point the way.
I heed the
Waiting on
voice of
you.
Elune.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
The land and I are one.
Ashrathoraman.
Treant may not root there. Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Point the way.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Something is amiss.
The land and I are one. Pathetic wretches.
Your building is complete. We can't build there. Your building is complete.
The goddess calls. The
I
goddess
stand
calls.
ready.
Someone threatens the wilds.
On your mark.
I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman.
Point the way. Your move.
Someone threatens the wilds?
I stand ready.
What threatens these lands?
Ashrathoraman.
Your building is complete. Your building is
Something
complete.
is amiss.
We can't build there.
The goddess calls.
Waiting on you. On your mark. Fire. All too easy.
Your building is complete.
I heed the voice.
Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wilds? I heed the voice of Elun.
Point the way. On your mark. Fair enough.
Your building is complete.
Waiting on you.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The goddess calls.
Your move. Point the way.
I heed the voice of Elun.
On your mark.
The goddess
Waiting on
calls.
On your mark.
Someone threatens the wild.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Point the way.
Someone threatens the wild.
These lands. The land and I are one.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elun.
Our gold mine is
Stand
Our
ready.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
On your
The
mark.
goddess calls.
Point the way.
Someone threatens the
Waiting on
wild.
you.
I heed the voice of Elun.
On your mark.
Goddess, light my
Ashrathoraman.
path.
I heed the
Waiting on
voice of
you.
Elun.
Come forth, druids of the Talon. Let the storm crows fly once again upon the winds of war. Ishnu Allah, my brethren. Kalimdor has need of your powers once again, for the hour of doom is at hand.
We are yours to command, Shundo Stormrage.
Now we must delve into the earth and rouse the ferocious druids of the Claw from their slumber. These barrow deeps have remained untouched for nearly 3,000 years. Still, there's no telling what creatures may have taken up residence after we sealed these tunnels shut.
There is nothing to fear in this place. The only enemy that has ever given me pause is now corrupting the lands above us. Let us be done with this business and get back to the surface.
Agreed. Just be careful. There is no telling how the druids of the Claw will react to us after all this time.
Are we being invaded?
The goddess calls. Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills.
It has begun.
Someone threatens the wilds?
I am prepared.
The goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Someone threatens the wilds?
The land of one.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman.
What threatens these
the
lands?
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds? I heed the voice of Elune.
These cave spiders are enormous.
I sense a strange darkness tainting them. They have been transformed by a great evil. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds? The goddess calls.
Something is amiss. For Kalimdor.
Ashrathoraman.
Anudora!
Standing guard.
Someone threatens the wild? The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds? The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. By Elune. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune.
Something is amiss. Anudora. For Kalimdor.
The goddess calls. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds? So be it.
In the name of Cenarius.
Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills.
The land and I are one.
Someone threatens
Has
the
sleep
wilds?
dulled my senses?
The goddess calls. By Elune. Immediately.
I am
What
sworn to
threatens
avenge.
these lands?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Something is
O
amiss.
Kalimdor!
Speak your mind.
The The goddess calls.
Inventory is full.
Someone threatens the wild. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elun. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. By Elun. So be it. So be it. Demon bile. This must be what cursed the spiders.
If the corruption can do this to these simple creatures, I dare not imagine what it could do to the beasts who live above.
We must put an end to this corruption, no matter the cost. Someone
What is nature's call?
The land and
the goddess calls.
Make it fast.
I hear the voice of the Lord.
In the name of Cenarius.
Someone threatens the wild.
What threatens these lands? Something is amiss.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of the Lord.
As sleep filled my senses.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elun. Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman. Ashrathoraman. Immediately.
What threatens these lands?
Is there trouble? In position.
Someone threatens the wild.
The land and
I heed the voice of Elun.
I am sworn
The goddess
to avenge.
calls. I heed the voice of Elun.
Are we being
Someone
invaded?
threatens the wilds. The goddess
What is
calls.
nature's call?
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elun.
Old priestess, we need your help. Our shaman was bitten by a strange spider and has become deathly ill. Our tribesmen have run off, leaving us to fend for ourselves.
What would you have us do?
The waters of the nearby Fountain of Life can save him, but we dare not leave him in this state. If you can fill this vial with its waters and return it to us, our shaman's life will be saved.
If his wisdom will prevent you from turning feral like your tribesmen, I will gladly save your shaman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds? Ashrathoraman.
What threatens these lands? Ashtherodanador.
I heed the voice of Elun.
Speak your mind.
Someone threatens the wilds? The goddess calls.
The land and I are one.
Ashrathoraman.
Anudora.
I heed the voice of Elun. As the goddess wills.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild? Ashrathoraman.
Something is amiss.
The goddess calls.
Are we being invaded? I'm game. Is there trouble?
Someone threatens the wild? I hear the voice of Elun.
Threatens these lands.
As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. So be it.
Something is amiss.
Ashrathoraman.
Make it fast.
Someone threatens the wilds?
The land and I are one.
I heed the voice of Elun.
As
Our
sleep
warriors have
dulls my
engaged the
senses.
enemy. Okalandor.
What is nature's call? Gladly. I'm game. Are we being invaded?
Out with it. That's a given.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Is there trouble?
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
This must be the fountain of life. I need only place the vial in the fountain's waters. I Elune.
What is nature's call?
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. So be it. Immediately.
What threatens
The
these
goddess
lands?
calls.
It shall be
Someone
done.
threatens the wilds.
Anudora. Ashtherodanador. Anudora.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Something is amiss.
Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Someone threatens the wilds.
What threatens
Someone
these
threatens
lands?
the wilds. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune.
Thy bidding.
The goddess calls.
Is there trouble?
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
Elune be praised, priestess. Truthfully, we doubted that you'd return. Now our shaman has a chance.
Again, I must thank you for your help. Take this talisman. Should you require our aid, it will summon us to fight at your side.
The land and I
Are
are
we
one.
being invaded?
The goddess
Hi.
calls. As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess
What
wills.
is nature's call?
I heed
Is
the
there
voice
trouble?
of Elune.
Something
Our
is
warriors
amiss.
have engaged
Are
the
we being
enemy.
invaded?
Something is amiss.
Someone
Are we being
threatens the
invaded?
wilds.
The land and I are one.
Ashrathoraman.
Is
The
there
goddess
trouble?
calls. I heed the
Hi.
voice of Elune.
What is nature's call?
For Kalimdor.
By Elune.
What is nature's call?
The goddess calls. Someone
there
threatens the
trouble?
wilds. Immediately. Ashrathoraman.
Are we being invaded?
I heed the
Hi.
voice of Elune.
Hi!
The goddess
What is
calls.
nature's call? Is there
Ashrathoraman.
trouble?
Someone
Are we being
threatens the
invaded?
wilds. Ashrathoraman. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.